Hey, what's going on, Fight fans? Tim Lloyd back with a fighter feature, getting ready to roll into Aries 7. And Jeff, we've got one half of the main event with us here this evening as we get ready to talk to Adam Silvey, who'll be taking on Zane Burton, challenging for Zane's Aries Light Heavyweight Championship in the main event at the world famous Cotton Eye Joe here in about 2 weeks. That's going down May the 6th.
May the 6th, man. It's pretty much, I know it's officially not the start of summer, but it feels like the start of summer for us. Because for me, school's out, working the school system. So once school's out, man, it's summer. So May, 2 in June, July, August, man, the summer months are getting hot. And we're going to start the heat off with Adam Silvey and Zane Burton.
Adam, good to see you, my man. We got to see you down in Chattanooga last weekend. You were there for a pretty hot night of fights. What'd you think, man? It was a pretty good time.
Oh God, man, awesome all night. I've never seen that many fights hit so many rounds. I was looking at the watch, going, "Good Lord, I've seen 5 hours of fights, and it was all crazy back and forth."
Yeah, you did.
So you're going to get to trade places and not be a spectator for this one. You'll be taking as full a part as anyone can. Main event coming up Friday, May the 6th against Zane Burton. Both you guys coming in 3-3, so undefeated. Somebody's O's got to go. And looking at it a little bit deeper, both you guys all wins by finish. And so, both you guys have got a history of getting your guys out of there. So even though this one is set for 5 rounds, odds are we won't go 5 rounds either way. You think that?
Absolutely. I'm just kind of hoping that it'll be in my favor, though. You never can tell with Zane, though, because he's crazy. He's a hell of a takedown artist. But I got a few tricks up my sleeve, and I still got a little bit of dad strength left in me for this one.
We spoke to you before your last fight. Now you're coming in here. We talked about potential retirement after that last fight. Then we talked about a fight that a lot of people wanted to see with Lee Radford that we weren't able to get to pan out. When we started talking about this one, it didn't take long for you to get that itch again one more time.
Well, I mean, it's like I told you before. I wanted that one fight. Everybody always has that one last little itch, and I told you if something ever came up that you just couldn't pass up, that I wanted it. And I mean, hell, like I told you before, there's no better way to go out. The main event at 41 years old. I mean, shit, win or lose, this is going to be like the best present ever.
Yeah, no doubt. You get to headline a card at a place that you have that you fought several times before, where you've been in attendance for some legendary bouts. So to get the headline there, especially for a title fight, certainly has to be checking a few marks off the old bucket list, I would imagine.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Zane, he likes to talk about taking everybody's dreams and shit. Well, he can't take mine. I'm about to live it. So, win or lose, I've got my dream right now. I ain't got shit to prove. I've got everything I've ever wanted. So, it's a win-win for me.
I love the outlook. Jeff, I'll tag you in. What you got for Adam?
Well, we talked about the itch. Is this a fight that win or lose, you satisfy that itch? You fight, no matter how it turns out, is this going to scratch the itch once and for all?
Honestly, I would probably say yeah. I mean, yeah. I've got to experience so many things. The best part is training with some awesome people. I mean, tonight I just got to train with Ben Rowland. He knocked my ass around like crazy. And, that's the best thing about it is the experience. But I can honestly say that I have done everything that I wanted to at this point. So win or lose, this will absolutely be it for me. I get to help train other guys that want to get into it. And, you see all these guys that are just, they've got a future. I mean, hell, Zane is a mean wrecking force. I've watched his fights and, I utmost respect, but, if I'm going to go, hell yeah, let it be with the champ. I mean, it's one way or the other. It's going to go down.
He's okay. I mean, he's not really that good, so I don't want to give him too much. I don't want to give him too much credit.
Get his head blown up.
Yeah. Man, what is 3 fights into your amateur career? You kind of we all know you started at this late, but tell us what in just this short amount of time with 3 fights, what has it done for your gym as a coach? What has it done for the younger students in your gym that have been able to see you compete, how is that translated into them trusting you inside the gym and on the mat?
Oh, I mean, like I can honestly say just by people Googling your name whenever you own your own gym and they see that what you do is actually what you're doing in real life, it has just boosted, I mean, we started out with maybe 12 students. I'm hitting 45 plus now on classes. And, we just had a few more coming in, from the MMA aspect. I mean, you're going to have some future potential young ones coming up that they already know where to go and who I need to call. So, I mean, I'm actually looking forward to working with these guys, these young ones, guys and girls. I mean, I had the blessing of having Faith come out and fight with us, and she went out there fearless, gave everything she got. She still ain't out of the mix yet, from what I understand. She's living her life right now, and that's a good thing. Her family's blooming, but I can tell you from what we've had walking in the door lately, y'all are going to have some fun with them.
Right, right. As the kids say, it gives you a little bit of street cred in the gym. I coached high school football with a really good friend of mine who also had quite a few years in professional mixed martial arts. And once the kids start, like you said, Googling and YouTubing and things like that, the attitude changes a little bit. But it gave a little credit, oh shit, Coach West is a badass. Maybe I'm not going to mouth off to him a little bit. Well, Adam, I know for me personally, I'm excited. We haven't really seen, have we, Tim, Adam or Zane really on a defensive side of a fight?
I think Adam's been fairly dominant in all of his fights. Tristan had a moment against Zane where, I think that you would say there was some adversity there that he fought through.
Well, that being said, it's more so, Adam, you just kind of, I get this old man feel that if this is the last one, you're going to have to be beaten soundly to give up in this one. I feel like you still got a lot of dog in you, and you're not going to go out easy if you're going out.
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, he's damn near going to have to kill me. Like I said, I've studied him. I respect him as a fighter. I mean, yes, he's the champ, but I can tell you right now, like you said, I've not been pushed to where I want to be pushed, because it's always had that one last one in you, because you want that guy that's just going to knock you on your ass and see if you can get back up. And, and he's like you said, he's a big offensive fighter, but I want to see if his offense, I mean, what do they say? What happens when a nonstop force meets an unmovable object? Well, yeah. I'm your immovable object right now, and I'm going to hit back. So
I love it. I love it, man. Hey, it's refreshing to get that take, because trust me, we work with our fair share of guys that, especially as a gym owner, man, because that once guys start opening up gyms and having students underneath them, it's very difficult many times to get them to compete, because they don't want to, they want to save face, they don't want to lose face into their students. You coming from a smaller market like you guys are, you're not in a big city there per se. You're there you're in the Madisonville area, so it's not like a big booming population of people. So you kind of have to go out there and do some things like this. I would imagine to kind of, like Jeff said, get a little quote unquote street cred with these guys. You don't have just the thousands and thousands and thousands of people just like these bigger cities do for people to just kind of stumble in on you,
Oh, absolutely. I mean, like the world is whenever one of the little kids we got, I mean, even in our little small 3 to 6 year old class, they walk up and they bring, their mom's got their phone and they're like, "Is this you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's me." He goes, "Yeah, that's what I thought." And, and then they just walk off. I mean, it's like the best feeling in the world just to be able to do something and have people, like I said, I never was told that I was going to do any of this. I just did it on a whim, after making a promise. But man, it's so addictive. It is so hard not to want to keep fighting. But, I told my wife, I wasn't going to fight no more after the last fight against Caleb. And God loved Caleb for stepping up for that fight. He's a stand-up dude, awesome fighter, love him to death. But it was just, she was like, okay, fine, good. And then we sat there and talked about it. And I was like, well, you know,
It just didn't give you what you were looking
Right,
for, did it, Adam?
right.
yeah, if Lee steps up, then yeah, that'll be my last one. I said, or, you know, God willing, if I ever get a title shot. And she goes, okay, yeah, sure. If you get a title shot, you can fight. And man, when I got that phone call and I went home, you would have thought she's going to whip my ass. She was just like, no, you told me you were done. I said, yeah, but you agreed on that one fight. And if I had title shot, you wouldn't say nothing. Well, you know, she's like my biggest opponent, biggest supporter. So, you know, I mean, it's a tough battle to fight there, but I wouldn't trade anything for this.
Hey, man, we're excited for it. We're only about 2 weeks out from Aries 7, May 6th at the world famous Cotton Eye Joe. You can get your tickets at fightertix.com. Make sure you select Adam from the drop down menu if you're coming to support him. All the tables are gone, so good luck with that. But you can also catch the pay-per-view for this one at combatcast.tv. Hey, man, we appreciate the time, Adam. I'll let you roll out of here and give some shout outs where they're due. Friends, family, training partner, sponsor, love. I'll let you have it.
I'd like to say thanks first and foremost to my family. You know, without them, I wouldn't have motivation to keep doing this. All my students, I mean, they keep pushing me. I mean, that's the thing. They're all coming out to watch the fights. I mean, hell, we just sold another 20, 30 tickets or on the bench coming up. So, I mean, I may be hitting you up for some more tickets. Love to thank, you know, Travis Fry, you know, CJ Talent, Ben Rowland, Christy Lucius. They've all been in my corner since day one. And they've helped me push myself to new limits. Like I said tonight, Ben beat my ass, so I'm loving that. And, you know, I wouldn't be here without them. You know, otherwise I'd just be some guy shadow boxing in the corner somewhere. So, you know, I'm very grateful for each and every one of them. Thankful for you guys for even letting me get involved in this stuff because, you know, when you started the organization, I was like, hell yeah, this is going to be a good ride. And so far it ain't disappointed. So I appreciate everybody. That's watching this and coming out to support me. And even if you ain't support me, thanks for coming out and watching me get punched in the face.
Hey, you gotta love it. And one last thing before we go, where can fans run across your gym if they want to check out Wolves Den Martial Arts? How can they?
If you want to come out for a training night, just come on out to Madisonville. Look us up on wolvesdenmma.com. Got all the information there. You can hit us up on Facebook. I've got a direct line. I'm available 24/7 for any questions. Just want to see if you want to do something new. That's where we're at. So just hit us up. We'll be happy to work with you.
All right, this has been Adam Silvey, one half of your main event for Aries 7, May the 6th. Adam, looking forward to it, my man. Safe training as we finish up these last couple weeks. Looking forward to see you in May.
Thank you, sir.